Reserve list cards continue to move at a very brisk pace. Let's take a look at some of those prices and see how the cards we love are doing. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope things have gone well for you. I hope you got a good price in your gas if you're driving your car around. Hope you got the right subway. Hope you got the green light in your car. I hope things are just going well. Generally well for you guys because you deserve it. Guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, smash that subscribe button or tap the subscribe button or just hit the subscribe button in some manner to help you join the channel, join in the fun and help us get to our 10,000 subscriber next goal. It's going to be awesome. Looking forward to seeing everyone there. We're going to cover some reserve list pricing today because most people like to know what's going on with cards and they like to know where their money is at. I like to cover that stuff so it all just goes hand in hand beautifully. All right, guys, let's talk about our first card today, and that is going to be Yawgmoth's Will. Man, this card has come a long way since the old days, right? I remember even 4 or 5 years ago, this was a $50 card. At averaging $400 in Canada, $280 in the US, and $190 in the EU, we're talking a significant price change in this particular piece of cardboard. This cardboard is definitely a luxury, and most people would still like to have it. Even with the price going up, the sales continue to stay strong, making it a desirable piece of cardboard for people. Let's face it, going back to your graveyard and recasting stuff is always a fun thing to do. So of course you want to have that card. So recommend getting this card if you have that potential in you to buy it. Don't hesitate too much longer because this price still has a little ways to go. It's going to go up higher, guys. Keep an eye on it, okay? And just for those who are new to the channel, this is purely an entertainment channel. I did not graduate Magic University, nor do I have a financial background. Purely entertainment. So let's go on number 2. All right, number 2, Sarah Sanctum. Can you believe it? When we went back to around December of 2020, I bought one for $120 and no, $200. $200, I lied. It was $200. It was Volroth Stronghold for $120, I think. I think mine was $200. It's almost doubled since then. Since I got my Sarah Sanctum, that's less than a year ago. Look at this bad boy, $380 in Canada, $325 in the US, and of course $261 in the EU, because for some reason they like to charge you guys a lot more money. It's not fair, I understand, and I'm sorry. We'll work on that. Now, nostalgic, lore, history, this card literally has everything going for it. And of course, it is an expensive piece of cardboard to own. And again, I can easily see this card hitting $1,000, okay? So it is a card that eventually will go up, but it's going to take time. A lot of the new enchantments coming out are really ramping up this particular card, which is fueling the sales. So this card's going to keep selling strong as long as they keep making cheap enchantments and ways of getting them. Because it's nice. It's just a nice card to have. Now, I know, right? Lifeline. Throw me a lifeline. I know the feeling. This card's been slipping under the radar for a little too long for my liking. I didn't mind when it was going up $1 or $2, but it seems to keep climbing now, and the sales have stayed kind of like exceedingly strong than I thought. Stronger than I thought? You know what I mean. This card is $90 in Canada, give or take a few bucks. $47 in the US, $38 in the EU, which means Canada's paying the most for this particular card, but it keeps being bought. I'm assuming it's going into commander decks. It's nice to always bring a creature back from your graveyard. It has some good potential. The art's epic, and of course, it's reserve list. A lot of things going on with this card that make it that potential higher contender later on. It is still drifting higher, which I'm not sure why, other than the sales are forcing it up right now. I haven't seen major playability in decks. I haven't seen lots of decks built around this particular card, but it's always nice to have. And at 5 casting, it's a little pricey, but people are buying this card, so keep an eye out. All right, next one. Of course we have the Deranged Tournament. Ever since Modern Horizons 2, he literally has an army he can call upon now, so he's not a hermit anymore. He's not going to be lonely. He doesn't need people. He's got a squirrel army that can talk to him. We've got squirrel generals now. We got sovereigns. We got chitter spitters. This bad boy sat there on a tree for 20 years. Everyone laughed at him. Now he's coming off the tree. He's coming off the perch. He's still not wearing clothes, but he's coming to get you. Let's look at it. $120 Canadian. You got $91 in the US, and you got $64 in the EU. These sales are very strong ever since Modern Horizons showed all the squirrels. Squirrels! And they're coming to get you. With the help of the Hermit. So keep an eye on him if it's a card you want. I'm not sure how high he's going to drift up, but I can easily see him hitting the 150, 160 mark. He's already drifting up that way, and this is an average price, not the near mint copies or slabbed copies that may be graded by BGS or anything, okay guys? So keep an eye on it. If it's a card you want, you can find a few, I think, for around the 115 for the moderately played ones. Now our next card, King Solomon. You notice I put strong on the bottom there with a watch order? That's because I'm not quite sure what's going on with him, but he continues to sell very strong. His sales have been a couple a week, and he used to be a couple a month. So he's kind of moving up the ranks there. $320 in Canada, $230 in the US, and of course, $250 in the EU. I know you guys are overpaying. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about that. There should be some way of correcting it. I got to hook people up. When I look at this, I see a card that's fun. He's from the old days, and he's reserve list. And he taps to destroy Dijins and Afrits. He's a fun guy. Maybe he's being bought up because he can do that with some of the new cards and genies coming out and Afrits we have out there. Maybe that's why. But he's a showstopper. He's just a tap. There's no cost. He just boom and wreck stuff. And let's face it, 2 for a 1/1 is not the most horrible casting cost to throw into a commander deck just to have him there, right? Keep an eye on this card, guys. He is going up. Still, by the way, if you know why this king is going up, I mean, other than the fact he's a king. I mean, he's not the king of rock and roll, but he is a king. If you know why he's going up, slap that down in the comment section. Send me an email. Somebody explain to me why this is happening. I'd like to know. All right. I know. Argivian Archaeologist. He's a little slow. His sales are slow. He takes his time when he does things, guys. He's an archaeologist. He's meticulous. He's slow. He just makes sure everything's done correctly the first time. When you look at this guy, I remember cracking him in a pack way back in like 94, I think I opened him. Guys, $350 in Canada. I remember buying him at $5, $10, and $50. $285 in the US, $290 in the EU. I know, but his sales are slow, but the prices are not being affected. He continues to climb and grind his way up on prices for the near mint copies. Guys, there are people buying this card. It's just not happening as fast. The reason I put him at slow, it's only been 1 or 2 sales in all of June right now on some of the platforms, which just shows me it's not moving a lot, okay? 3 casting costs for a 1/1. It is nice to bring artifacts back, but there's a lot of cards that do that nowadays. So he's maybe not the most efficient for what people need, but a lot of people still put him in those white and mixed in commander decks because he can still be a lot of fun to crack stuff out. Plus, look at the glasses. Look at that. He's meticulous. He's a planner, I'm telling you. Don't let that go to waste. All right. Our next card is going to be Suchi. That's right. I mean, is it a snake? Is it a robot? I don't know. From Antiquities, it is a 4/4. Beautiful artifact construct. When it dies, you get 4 mana, which is awesome. Now there's no mana burn like back in the day. So it's a fairly efficient creature right away. And colorless means it can go into any deck. At $140 in Canada, $95 in the US, and $130 in the EU, I don't know what to tell you guys. The sales continue to stay strong on this particular card, and it's moving quick and brisk. I remember I recommended this card at like $60. Look where it's gone already. It's already doubled over in value. And this isn't even near mint copies or a slabbed copy. Again, PSA, BGS, CGC. It's not happening, guys. It's expensive. It's only going to go higher. One day this will be a $500 card. Keep an eye on it. These are luxury pieces of cardboard for a reason. Because they're hard to get in the reserve list. They're not coming back. And when cards don't come back, they only have one way to go. All right. Next card up. The Willow Satyr. I know the Willow Satyr. Guys, again, strong sales. Continues to move. It's probably because this boy likes to party. He likes to, attack legendary creatures, take them over, and have a blast. Now, at $280 in Canada, that's for some of the cheaper copies. $180 in the US, depends on what copy you're going for. And $225 in the EU blew my mind. So please correct me if I'm wrong, but those are the prices I was getting. And it's strong sales. He's moving and grooving in those green decks. I can see why, though. Messing up people's legends is always a fun thing to do. And it's a great card to keep an eye on. It is 4 to get out, but as a mid-game guy who can do some damage to people and have a blast doing it, it's awesome. So I can see why he continues to climb. And his sales are strong, not slow like the Argivian Archaeologist. So I think this guy's going to keep moving, okay? He's going to keep going the direction he needs to go in to hit that $300, $400, $500 mark. Amazing. I remember playing with this card for like fun. All right. Funny card, Energy Storm. Not expensive, but reserve list. Remember, Ice Age cards are one of those newer cards that have been bought out on the reserve list. Tongue-tied or what, right? It's taking time to get there. On this particular card, cumulative upkeep is never a good thing. It takes time and effort, but there's ways of unsummoning and resummoning this card and bouncing it around. Damage dealt by instants and interrupts and sorceries is reduced to 0. Imagine just stopping all those burn spells that people do to you in Commander. Imagine that. It just doesn't work anymore. It's awesome. Creatures with flying do not untap. That's not good. So you can mess with a lot of people. There is ways to use this card. And at $10 in Canada, $2.50 in the US, and $6 in the EU, you notice I say the sales are strong? I'd like to know what's going on with this card too, because it's moving. People are buying it, multiple play sets of 4. In the last week and a half, a lot of copies are moving across a lot of platforms. I contacted a few stores, and amazing that they don't have any. Not only don't they have any, they have players looking for it, that they're resorting to eBay to buy them. So keep an eye on that card. It might be a card to pick up a few copies just to shelve away for the future. All right. Whoa. What did I do here? We have got a massive, massive error in my editing skills. It is Floodwater Dam, but I'm still sizing it down for you guys. I don't know what happened. Something decided to explode on my screen. It's okay. I fixed it. You're still here. I got you. I got you. Floodwater Dam, guys. It's great to tap people's lands, especially when we don't want them, to be able to counter your stuff. End of their turn, tap their stuff. No more worries. Always a fun time, especially in Commander. Big multi-game. Oh, you want some help with that? Let me tap those for you. 3 casting costs, double X. Yeah. It's not the best thing, but you can still mess with some people's lands. So, it's got $6. Not expensive for a reserve list card. $1.95 in the EU, $6 Canada, 99 cents in the US. It's moving. People are buying it. There are people just pecking away at Floodwater Dam, okay? As an Alliance card, it's been hit up a few times. This particular reserve list card has not, though. So I'm keeping an eye on it just because of how many sales have been happening recently. Really gets me going, thinking, what's going on with this card? There are a few reserve list cards I do not normally cover, but when I was just checking my broad range of them, I noticed some very unusual sales, let's say. Guys, it is awesome to talk with you guys each and every day. Keep an eye on some of these cards. The ones that are cheap, I recommend picking them up now while you still can. It doesn't hurt to keep these things on the shelves for 10 years and just see how they pan out. Guys, this is MTG Moxman. You leave your comments, questions, concerns all the way down for me in the comment section or email. I look forward to see you guys each and every day. Have an awesome day, man. Have a donut. I feel like having a donut myself right now. I do. Donuts are good. Hey guys, big shout out to all my patrons out there. We got so big, we literally had to go to 2 pages now to fit all the names on, guys. That's how many patrons we've got going. So thank you so much to all the awesome patrons out there who continue to support the channel and help it grow. Guys, you're rocking, man. See you guys on the flip side. You know, one of these days at the end of this video, I'm going to record another video just to see how it goes. I think that would be amusing, don't you? Maybe one day.